Always. What are we exploring today?
Today we're tackling something pretty inspiring, honestly. Empowering women in business. We've got a source here that's all about this brand new mentorship platform, and guess what?
It's just for women entrepreneurs.
You got it. Let's unpack it, shall we?
Sounds fascinating. Let's dive in.
So right off the bat, this source hits you with the potential, like the huge EE potential of women in business.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's not just, oh, women are great. It's powerful stuff. They use words like drive and innovation, even passion.
Transform industries and shape the future, they say.
Wow.
Wow. But what does that actually look like? What are those qualities in action?
Exactly. That's what got me thinking too. Is it about, say, different ways of handling risk?
Or maybe it's more about that collaborative leadership style you hear about.
Could be. Or something else entirely. I mean, why are these qualities so powerful when you see them in women entrepreneurs?
Good question. I mean, maybe it's that connection they build with people. Their audience, their team, whoever.
Makes sense. There's also that resilience thing, right? Bouncing back from setbacks.
Oh, totally. Or maybe they're just better at spotting opportunities that other people miss.
Right. It's easy to just skim those buzzwords, but when you actually think about it.
So much depth there.
Right.
But the source doesn't pretend everything's perfect. It gets real about the barriers that are still out there.
Yeah, those barriers hindering progress, as they put it.
We all know about the funding gap.
Right.
That's a big one.
For sure. But what about the less obvious stuff? Like when a woman pitches an idea and faces, well,
Unconscious bias.
Exactly. Or how about juggling family life with a startup? It's not easy for anyone, but...
Definitely adds another layer of challenge for many women. Makes you wonder how we even start to tackle those bigger issues.
Well, that's where this source gets really interesting. It points to mentorship as a solution.
But it's not just about, learning the ropes of the business, right?
Yeah. Nope. It's way more than just transferring knowledge. It's that connection again, guidance, and believing in someone.
It's like having someone who's been there, done that, saying, you can do this. That's powerful.
Super powerful. It can create such a safe space to grow. But, and I was thinking about this, do you think mentors should always be, super supportive? Or is there a place for some, tough love?
Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe it depends on the person, the situation.
Yeah, probably. Sometimes what someone needs is a mentor who pushes back, challenges their ideas.
Helps them see those blind spots they might miss on their own.
Totally. A good mentor knows when to support and when to give honest feedback, even if it's hard to hear.
It's all about that balance, isn't it? And speaking of finding the right fit, this source dives into this really cool mentorship platform. It connects aspiring entrepreneurs with women who've already been down that road.
And get this, there's a whole matching process. They make sure you're paired up with someone who really gets your goals and what you need.
No kidding. It's not just throwing people together randomly.
Not at all. And it goes beyond just the matching. It's like a whole support system. They've got educational stuff, networking events, even just a community you can connect with.
Wow. So it's like having a network of people who understand your journey, cheering you on every step of the way.
Pretty much. But I'm curious, what about the mentors themselves? What do they get out of it?
That's a good point. Is it just about giving back, or is there more to it than that?
I'm sure helping others succeed feels amazing, but I bet it's also a learning experience for the mentors, right?
Oh, interesting. You mean like reflecting on their own journey, seeing things through a fresh perspective?
Exactly. Sharing your experience, but also learning from your mentee. It's gotta be pretty enriching.
I hadn't thought about it that way, but it makes total sense. Mentorship is a two-way street where both people benefit.
Definitely. And this source, it doesn't just talk about the benefits. There's a call to action in there too. Get involved, whether you're the mentee, the mentor, or just someone who supports this whole idea.
It's like a reminder that we all have a part to play in making things better for women in business.
Absolutely. And it leaves us with a question, doesn't it? What impact could you have by supporting, mentoring, even just encouraging other women?
That's a powerful thought to end on. Because empowerment, it's not just a word. It's something we do together.